To the Alo experience, where you can explore, unlock items, and experience mindfulness.
So once you're in your pigeon, again, we're trying to square the hips. If you're open in the outer hips, your front foot can come forward a little more, and you can even start to angle to the left. As I angle to the left, I'm not just turning my body, I'm finding this action of sending my hip back almost to the point of over squaring the hips. Support so that I can control. My weight isn't just, gravity's not taking my weight down. I'm supporting my weight. And little by little, I can add more or I can back off. So as I choose how much weight I want to send down, I'm also going to find that rock forward and back. Maybe you can come down onto your forearms. Give your body time. Time and space. Flexibility takes time. There's no way to cheat it. It takes consistency. So make sure that we keep balance in the body. And we're not too focused on strength or too focused on the tricks, but we're taking care of ourselves as well and keeping up with our flexibility practice. So add this in to the end of any class or when you don't have time, just to keep the routine on your mat. Little by little, it really, really adds up that repetition. As you rock side to side, you can use your elbows to really assist your knees and hips open even more. And now we're just going to start to keep your knees open, keep the action of pulling them open, and maybe we can start to crawl your hands out a little further. And we can kind of rock our hips to the left and then over to the right. Hands to the inside. Let's start to lift your hips a little bit higher. Dip your chest a little bit lower. So maybe our hips are almost in line with our shoulders, and I'm kind of just bobbing up and down. Let go of whatever this looks like and just feel into it. If anything becomes too much, especially on your knees, your joints, back off. Good. We're just going to come all the way up, straighten your legs, and fold forward. Good. Step your left foot back. Lower your left knee to the mat. Lizard lunge. I want you to work on easing your way down to your forearms if that's possible for you. And then again, we're going to find a little bit of movement here. So before we go into a twist, I'm just going to put a little more weight into my right foot, and I'm just sort of leaning to the right. Okay? So I'm leaning and finding a little rock, and then backing off. We all have different bodies, so this is going to feel different slightly in all of us. So switch it up if you need to switch it up. If something else is calling you, go for it. To add the twist, right hand to your inner right thigh. As I'm opening my knee, you can see my foot's going in line with it, and I still want to keep that rock. You need maybe a few hip circles. To fold in. Lengthen the back of your neck. And then we're going to pivot our toes out, heels in. Almost like we're going to enter goddess. We're going to, but not quite yet. So start to pivot your heels in. And as you sink your hips to the height of your knees, I want you to find the shift side to side. This is very similar to what we were doing in Malasana. Take your hands to your knees. You're going to dip the right shoulder down as I open my right knee a little bit more, and then the left. Good. Heels in a little bit further. We're coming all the way up into goddess. I just want to ease in really deep and then out. So we're finding that maximum sensation and then easing out. It's not really about holding the pose. I'm not trying to strengthen your quads in this one. Just go nice and deep. We'll take it all the way down, Skandasana, above your right heel. If you can't keep your right heel down, you can find that same idea of a rolled towel under the heel, or even lift your hips up until you can keep your heel grounded. Open across your chest, use your right shoulder to press on the inside of your right knee, and try to move your right knee further behind you to the right. Good. Fingertips to the mat. We're going to start to roll onto the top of your left foot and top of your left thigh, staying on the toes of your right foot. So it's going to seem a little weird, maybe feel a little weird. So I'm kind of rolling my left hip down and back. So I'm kind of on the knee, just rolling my left hip to the mat and then more open. You can even come all the way back, Skandasana, and then all the way close. So when I add these weird movements, I don't really know what else to call it, I'm just sort of trying to work every